let's get the center of this topic out of the way first. Bethesda has announced the delay of what I would argue Xbox's two big games this year, Redfall and Starfield. They're no longer coming out in the back half of this year. They're coming out in the first half of next year, 2023. And there's a lot of folks that say, Xbox has no games now this year, and they've never had games. Honestly, on the first party side, they're right. There is no first party stuff this year, unless you count certain deals that maybe the publisher studio is doing this year. That's really what Xbox is relying on, and we'll talk about what those games are, because there are, believe it or not, exclusives coming to Xbox this year. This is a glass half full and empty if you think about it. Hey, it's Keebs, by the way. I love to talk about game stories with you and topics and so on. Subscribe if you like that thing. There was a video a while back, and I'm talking about a while back, when I was hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3. I was stoked for that game. And it was a video about why I just couldn't take the delay of that game. Not because I was super anxious for it, but because don't announce the release date for a game if you have any doubts. Okay, maybe a little bit of doubts, but don't announce the release date for a game unless you are closing in on the finish line. It is something that Nintendo does that I immensely respect more than any other publisher. They announce the release dates for their game, typically, not always, but typically. They announce the release date or release windows for their games when it's going to be ready. Hell, they even just pulled Xenoblade 3 and pushed it up. They announced the new Paper Mario game within like a month of its release. They usually do that. Sometimes they don't. Like, I see you, Animal Crossing and Zelda people. Sometimes they don't. But it's something I love about Nintendo. They don't announce the release dates for the game until usually within the next couple months of it actually being that release date. But then here's Xbox, and PlayStation sometimes does this too, where they announce a release window, a release date, and it's delayed. It's delayed. It's delayed. That's what bugs me about delays. Delays make a game a great game. It's good to push your product until it's finished. But please don't give us a release window, release date if you're not confident, that it's gonna be coming at that time or coming soon. I personally don't announce release date until you're within 3 months of completion. That's my personal model. Let me know what you think. In terms of Xbox, let's bring this back to Xbox. Does this mean there is absolutely no games for Xbox in 2022? That's not true. First party wise, yes. Because we have the Xbox Game Showcase coming up. Xbox Bethesda Showcase coming up. And we'll probably get maybe a couple surprises. But there is a good deal of games that are coming out soon that even I was trying to rehearse myself, even though I remembered most of these. There's the Xbox Wire site. And a while ago, they, the start of the year, they wrote the story of the most anticipated games of 2022, according to Team Xbox. And yeah, there's some games on this list, and a lot of them have already come out, but a lot of them are partnered or multi-plats, Stalker 2, I was really stoked for, and they pushed that back, and I don't see that happening anytime soon because they are at the center of, the Ukraine situation, so that is delayed inevitably, essentially. There are some games that are coming this year. Somerville is a indie game I have said in my top 10 most anticipated games of the year. I would certainly hope that's coming out this year, and it is a console exclusive, or at least Xbox platform, I should say, exclusive. So it's still a console exclusive. I hate it when people go if it's coming on PC, it's not console exclusive. If you can't play it on PlayStation, and if you can't play it on Switch, it's console exclusive. Shut up. Okay, moving on from that. Slime Rancher 2. Another, indie AA style game that Xbox is helping to back. Console exclusive, looks like a fun game. Scorn, disgusting. Scorn was supposed to be in 2021, and that got pushed back to this year. If they push that back again, holy shit. And Ark 2, people forget Ark 2 actually, one, was revealed at the Game Awards, but also that is actually going to be an Xbox exclusive as well. The relationship the studios had with Xbox is a good one. And Exo Mecha a game that I thought looked really promising when it was first revealed. A little bit scared of it from recent gameplay of it, but that's a free-to-play, super duper shiny Unreal game that'll look cool, and it's a next-gen exclusive. And those are my 5 that I really could think of. There's probably other stuff that I am forgetting about that wasn't on this list, but those are all partnered, and none of them are first party. We might get Forza Motorsport this year. We might. But in terms of Xbox's first party stuff, there's nothing. Maybe, and that's a maybe. Like, that's if they reveal it. But in terms of the first party stuff, we're just relying on expansions to Sea of Thieves, expansions to Halo Infinite, and that's really what we get in 2022. But 2023 will be the time that Xbox is finally on this train that I truly believed that Starfield was really going to kick off. Maybe like if Redfall actually did come out in summer. No way in hell it was going to. But Starfield was going to be the thing that kicked off a consistent Xbox. I truly believe that. A consistent Xbox where they are doing the quarterly release. And I really think that Redfall and Starfield are going to kick off having some first-party game every couple months. This all the more assures that, because if they push those 2 back and that was the kickoff for this, then, the other publishers have, more time now too. It does hurt to see that there is no big first-party Xbox release for like the holiday season this year. Maybe there is. I don't know. We might still see that in the showcase. But this is a blow. But to me, the thing that angers me more about this, because honestly, great. I actually like delays now because I get to play more of my backlog. The problem I have with this more so, and I'm curious on your thoughts on this, is don't announce a game's release window or release date unless you are thoroughly confident in it. Do not announce it. Even if you're going to say, oh, it's in the end of the year, don't even do that. Just do your release date within 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months of the game, and you are confident, like at that point, yeah, we'll be done with this within 3 to 6 months. What do you think? And also, do you think any of these predictions for the Xbox Game Showcase might happen? If you haven't watched this yet, you should check that out. And don't forget to be Geek Proud Awesome. Leave your thoughts about this in the comments down below.